All right, I will call to order this Monday, November 1, 2021 meeting of Orange County Board of Elections. Chris, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here.
Commissioner Boyd?
Here. We have a quorum. Any member of the public wishing to provide comment before the Orange County Board of Elections? Seeing none. Approval of the minutes from June 7th, 2021. That was the last meeting of this board. I'll give my colleagues a minute to check over those minutes. And take a motion. And again, this is, we just as much we did these, we're formalizing these a little bit more, these meetings, making them more akin to what we do in the board of commissioner, a large amount of the admin of these meetings, which don't happen frequently. It's not necessarily meeting over. Again, that admin sort of more being handled out of the board of commissioners office, just to make sure that everything is standardized and all the records are in place. So.
I will move that the minutes be accepted.
Second. Motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Question on the motion. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Up next, we will turn it over to elections. IT director. Our election staff over the course of the past couple months have been working as a team to get through the 2021 general election. They've been doing a phenomenal job. This will be our first trial without Ed Allison. But I know he's looking down on us right now, and I know he's left his team and he's left this board in a great position to be able to effectively and efficiently administer the elections. And so to that end, we have Tim with us here today. Welcome to the stand. Welcome to the bench.
Thank you. Thank you.
To provide us with a elections update. Tim, the floor is yours, and in the process, I'll turn it over to my colleagues if they have any questions on the
First on, we got the last of the equipment and gear that's going out today. I think I got 6 stops for me to do. Steve's out doing the rest of the city. He had maybe 4 or 5 as well. I have supplies still going out, but that'll be finished up today. So far, so good. I got ES&S tech support here today. They're putting in voter statistics, so that's going well. Let's see what else we got. I went over that.
There's usually an interjection of how many more Republicans are registered or
That's what
turned their ballots in or whatnot. Just as a little bit of a back and forth between Ed and myself. So
with that,
feel free. Don't feel it's very formalized.
I got 55,970 registered voters in the county right now. I have 22,843 Democrats to 26,399 Republicans.
No, Tim, what'd you do?
I did nothing of the sort. That's the way it's been turning out.
26,399
for Republicans.
You see that? You thought Ed was bad, Loretta.
And then of course,
Susan, get up here.
It's not gonna be any different. I'm sorry.
Actually, there've probably been 15 more since we're sitting here.
and I don't have the exact number, but I can find out. But then there's the remaining are independents,
Socialists.
We got 2 or 3 of them. Yeah.
My favorite. We have one, I believe, that's indefinite because he spelled independent wrong on his registration.
Oh, jeez.
He's a member of the indefinite party.
As of right now, we sent out 5,215 ballots out. As of yesterday, when I ran the report, I have 3,835 returned. So, and we just got a big batch in today, so those numbers, of course, will change.
Okay.
And
That's the Democrat ones.
when I looked at
He's
one
so
of them,
serious.
it's funny.
Serious.
It's funny. It's 3-1 still for Democrats to
Okay.
mail ballots to
Okay.
Republicans.
It's all right. We make up for it in the polls, right, Dan?
Dan, it's okay.
I meant to get the number for, how many ballots have been returned upstairs in the ballot box. That has been very successful. I don't have the numbers,
Right.
but it's been working out well. It's freeing the office up. So not as many people are coming. So upstairs is working fine.
And I'll note that specific drop box is the only one currently deployed in Lawrence County.
Yes.
Right.
That's being kept inside the government complex. So in other words, the government complex is locked at 4 o'clock. That drop box is locked with it. It's both under camera and under guard by the sheriff's office, who's a few feet away. And so to that end, you know, I didn't have any concerns with the drop boxes when they were deployed in the magisterial offices. But you know, if I didn't have any concerns with them, I have even less concerns with the box at the courthouse, again, just because of the level of security that's around it. You know, the other thing on the boxes is that it's important to note that there's minimal difference between a drop box and a postal box sitting out on the street.
So,
And yeah, in Wilmington, you know, I know I have one right next to my house, and anybody can go up to any time and drop off as many ballots as they so desire. You know, so to me, the drop boxes are actually, you know, you're getting rid of the middleman in terms of the post office. You don't have to worry about anything there. You know, it's just a better system. It's a more secure system than the alternative, and there are alternatives out there that exist. So, but yeah, this one's about it's more secure than Fort Knox, in terms of what we have upstairs.
That is true.
If you think Perry's gonna let anything happen to that,
No.
Right. And then last that I have on here is pre-canvas boards and rosters are ready to go. So you can see I got my machines ready to open up envelopes tomorrow.
The envelope openers.
Yes, and I have my machines, my 415s down in the IT room, all PM. We ran our LNA, everything was successful on that, right? No problems with that. So we are ready for tomorrow. With that, I don't have anything else.
questions, comments from my colleagues?
Okay,
Go ahead.
I just want to again say thank you, you know, Susan and Tim here, but the rest of the staff going above and beyond and having it go as smooth as it has. I'm sure there's been hiccups that we don't know about that you guys have handled and taken care of. And
Not many, I have to say.
okay, good.
But
It moves on.
I have to
Yes.
say, for the record, Director Allison had an outline for us. So we followed the outline and we've done nothing different than anything that we've always done. So with that, I have a well-trained staff. I've had excellent advice anywhere I needed it throughout the state, throughout the county.
Great.
That helps tremendously to know that you have somebody to talk to and get things figured out. So, yes, the staff has been great. We've done a great job. So,
That's
with Ed,
Thank you. Yes.
bless you, God bless you. So, yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow.
Okay. Awesome.
Susie, ready for tomorrow? I'm confident everything will be done.
Great.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Couple things. For the benefit of anybody who might be watching, Tim, remind us the process for people who did apply for a mail-in ballot, and perhaps have not yet returned them. What are the deadlines? What's the latest they can get them here, and by what means?
They can walk them in. We'll have the front doors open. The latest is election day at 8 o'clock to be in our office.
Okay,
No postmarks, right, Susie? So that's it. That's it. So you can bring them in the office, you put them in a drop box.
so today, the courthouse, as was noted, will be open until 4 o'clock.
Correct.
If they want to physically bring their ballot here, they can do it today.
Yes.
Tomorrow, they can bring it here anytime between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Is that correct?
I don't know what time they'll have security open. We're gonna be here at 6.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I would say if the courthouse is open at 8, then you have from 8 to 8 to bring it in. Unless you guys think that we should have it open earlier.
I think 8 to 8 is reasonable.
Now, you did mention postmarks.
Yeah.
Do you do either of you recall what the law states as far as
Being here tomorrow by
the document physically has to be here?
That's right.
So if any mail comes in on Wednesday, it's too late. It's through the US Postal Service.
That's right.
It's too late. Okay, even if perhaps they maybe mailed it on Saturday, and by,
Correct.
and again, Commissioner Boyd touched on this a little bit. Their intentions may be good by having put it in the mailbox on Saturday, but for whatever reason, if it's not physically here by 8 o'clock tomorrow night,
And
that's it.
the mail, we've been in touch with people from the post office, and they are going to bring down anything that they have, like say 7:30. They'll make sure that it actually comes into the courthouse from the post office. We've talked to several
Tomorrow.
people.
Tomorrow. Okay, thank
I
you.
think we did that on a Friday
Yes.
as well.
Well,
Great.
and so just to touch on that point too, if there is a voter out there who may have mailed their ballot in on Saturday or on Friday or even today, and they are uncertain as to whether or not it'll come in, I would encourage, I'm sure the board would encourage them to go to the physical
Yes.
poll, vote using a provisional ballot, because for those of you who might not be aware, whenever you request a mail-in ballot from the Board of Elections, the poll books that go out to all the various precincts in Lawrence County indicate that you've been sent a mail-in ballot. So to that end, you'll have to vote with a provisional ballot if you actually show up to the physical polls. That being said, you have the ability to do that, and then you're covered. If the mail-in ballot comes in, we can count that ballot, or if the mail-in ballot does not come in, at that point, we have the ability to count your provisional. There's no scenario in which those get counted twice, because again, we know who's gone, who's submitted and whose mail-in ballots that we've received. But again, in the event that we don't receive that ballot, we'll be able to count your provisional, and you will have participated in the 2021 general election. So there is a process for that if you're coming down the wire and want to make absolutely sure that you participate in the democratic process.
Well put.
Let me also ask about tomorrow night, polls close at 8 o'clock. For at that point in time, correct me if I'm wrong, you are then permitted to begin the tabulation of the mail-in ballots. Is that right? You'll already have them open, which that's starting tomorrow at 7. Am I correct?
Yes.
And again, if I'm incorrect, make sure I'm saying this right. But starting at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, you will then begin the process of tabulating the mail-in ballots. Am I right?
That's correct.
At which time, simultaneously, the polls close, the 75 polling places close. They then begin the process of wrapping everything up and bringing the documents from the respective polling places here.
Yes.
And so probably around maybe 9 o'clock or so, you'll start the process of tabulating the ballots you'll tabulate the results from the polling places as they arrive here. Is that
Yes.
right? Okay. Now let me then ask, there are people who will go onto the county's website and want to view the results as they come in. And I know in some past elections, we've had some complaints that some people feel that they're not posted quickly enough. Do you have a plan in place for posting of the results during the evening? And how are you going to do that?
I would do like we did in the primary. I think we did 3 drops. So I'll probably do one about 9:30. I think we did last night.
Yeah, maybe even 8. I mean, we'll have unless the board decides to change the policy, because by definition, tabulation, the ballots, the mail-in ballots at that point will be run through the machines. We just won't hit the button to add everything up, and
That's right.
no one will see any results,
Nobody.
but everything will be already preloaded in the machines unless the board decides to change the policy. With that being said, we'll have the mail-in results 8:01. Because all we have to do is walk into the room where all those ballots have already been fed through the machines and hit the button for them to actually count all those ballots. And at that point, the results can be turned out. To that end, we could theoretically have those mail-in results in